y'all, welcome to Scrappin with Sheri. If you think my voice sounds a little extra happy today, you would be exactly right, because today I'm going to do the album flip through from our trip to Arizona and Utah. Now, I used this beautiful album and I can't remember the name of it. It was a specialty thing, and I decided to go ahead and have a spine customized for it. Now, I think I've mentioned before, I don't usually put my spines on until the album is completed because I want the spine to mold to the size of the album. So typically, and you'll see in the back of this one, I've just got the spine that came on this album laying in the back, but I will be putting this customized spine on this when I finish the flip through today. It is a different color. I did it in the brown because I couldn't get this particular book cloth color, but I'm pleased with the way that those contrast with one another. I'm also kind of leaving these little things in reserve. These are some of the little titles that I have from different things, and I thought as I go through, if there are little things here and there that I need a little something extra on, this will be a good opportunity to add some of those little titles. So if you see me stop and pull out my repo tape, that'll be why. But you're going to recognize a lot of the pages in this album from our sketchbook challenges. So here we go. I'm not going to narrate every page, but I do have peekaboo pockets that are going on several pages, so I'm excited to get to add those. I am going to put a little title block right there. I don't know about how you work with these little blocks, these little titles or words or whatever, but I find if I have them laying in front of me, I'm a lot more likely to use them. And sometimes after I've totally finished a book, I just lay out a bunch of them. And as I work through the book to page protector it, I can see places that I need extra words. And I just think that's a nice way to do it. I do love the pages in this book. What about that? I've noticed on the comments, several of you have talked about how you're working through the pages with me, how you've enjoyed the series, different things like that. And I'm glad. We are still not close to being finished in the sketchbook, so I'm excited we've got a lot more to go in that. I can't believe I even put a picture wonky. I'm sure that was a sketch. And how cute is that to bring in a little of the greenery? This was one of the most gorgeous places, and one that we were extremely excited about because some friends of ours had gone there and told us about this place in Antelope Canyon. So it's funny, I've just got all these words laying beside me. I didn't go through and think, oh, this is going here and this is going here. I just laid them out beside my workstation, and as I go through the pages, I'm just pulling them up, and it's working. Oh, that's a good one. If you have not been a part of this whole series that has gone on, it seems like forever, my pictures are matted from the developer. They are not, it's not something I went back and did. All of those mats, they were matted from the developer in white, which saved me lots of time, lots of paper. We've used a lot of our stash in doing this album, and that's been a lot of fun. I've pulled out various die cuts that I had from so many different leftover collections. This one, I would love to use this Taking It Easy. We've got some peekaboo pockets that are going in here. The Taking It Easy doesn't really show up on what I've got unless I put it on my picture. And you know, I actually could do that. We were on this little boat ride down the river. I think I'm going to add that on the picture. I don't typically do that, but I think I like that. Most of our vacations don't have taking it easy time because we are usually on the go the whole time. I like that on that picture though. And some peekaboo pockets that will go over my page protectors. This is perfect. Man, I'm going to run out of all my little titles before I run out of pages in this book. Here we've got a peekaboo pocket that is a brochure pocket. And I'm going to add that probably right over this. Won't hurt anything. And remember, some of the papers and things came out of the National Parks collections that I bought while we were there. That's perfect. I typically don't buy scrapbooking supplies other than Creative Memories, but I did buy the National Parks specific collections here. And strangely enough, I didn't use a whole ton of them. I didn't use everything in them. And I really thought that I would, but it's okay. Some of these have plenty of words on them. Don't really need anything extra. And journaling. I did do some written journaling, but most of my journaling I did by typing it on my phone as we traveled. And then I went back and printed it out. Here, I had a big pocket that I was going to use, but then I got my hands on some of these brochure peekaboo pockets. So that is going to go here. And I'm thinking we need a little something here. Let's see what I've got. Oh, here's a little word, discover. That's good. It's not real bold on that, but I think it shows up well enough. We've got that. This is a really thick album too. Sometimes I would cut this down and make it two different albums rather than having one that's so thick. But I already had another whole album of this same trip, just the first couple of days, or probably the first week and a half or so. So I decided that I can only make this trip 2 albums. Had to pare it down a little bit. Had to get rid of a few pictures here and there, but I'm very pleased with the result. And this little thing I bought at a scrapbooking event I went to. A lady was making those and selling them. So occasionally you'll see a big die cut that I did not purchase. I did not make myself. I purchased it. This is one of those as well. You can tell when the secret box came out because I started using some of those secret box embellishments. Lots of Croptoberfest stuff here. That's perfect. I really would like to add something here. My husband just absolutely loved this particular arch, the delicate arch. I don't know if Cherished Memories would be good there just because I didn't go back with him to the arch that day. But Amazing would definitely work. And instead of putting it up there where I've got the other word, I'll just put it right down here. Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but the colors are perfect from these words. And that's because they are made very, very neutral to work with lots of different situations. This is another brochure peekaboo pocket that Creative Memories had available in maybe early March for a limited time. I kind of feel like I need some words over there, but I think because we have them here, it's okay. Don't want to cover up any of those mountains in the background. This could be some cherished memories. Yeah, that was not easy hiking that day, but a lot of fun. And we saw some of the most beautiful sights. Anytime we accomplish something kind of hard together, it's a good memory. There's one that says details, but it doesn't really show up there. We could use the out and about. That's pretty good. It brings out some of the darker look right there. I'm probably going to run out of words real soon. And this whole pack I pulled out here, I think I've got 3 words left of it, so that's pretty good. This accomplishes what I set out to do, and that was to use that pack of words. I've got one brochure I just stuck directly on, just because I had extras of it. Some of our more recent sketch challenges from the sketchbook. Another brochure that will be kind of up in my page protector just a little bit. And then I've got several peekaboo pockets that will go on top of those page protectors. Here again, I did several peekaboo pockets. I didn't want the visit to the Capitol to end up being lots and lots of pages. Now this was really pretty. I could do this easy living here. I just loved all the flowers. This was the area of Brigham Young's homes in Salt Lake City. But the flowers were what really attracted me. I did this page without the use of the sketchbook, and I used the Birds and Blossoms collection for that. This was pretty fun. These were just sites around Salt Lake City and then the Tabernacle, things like that. This is some really old paper that I found when cleaning out some of my mother-in-law's things. So that was an exciting find to me. And I just sat down really quickly and did some pages before I even had these pictures in mind. So when I started going through the pre-done pages I had, this one worked out perfectly. I was excited about that. The Pioneer Museum. Oh, you know what? I've got one more title left, and it says Real Life. That's pretty good for this Pioneer Museum. Kind of fun. Not sure where to put it. I think I can make it come right off this corner over here. Yeah, perfect. And then our very last page is coming home and seeing the Salt Lake down below. I did add an 8.5 by 11 pocket in here for some of the brochures that were a little bit larger that I didn't want to use all the real estate on the page for. But this is our travel album for Arizona and Utah, completely finished. Thanks for being a part of this journey with me. Tune in next time and we'll see what we're going to start next. I'm thinking Puerto Vallarta pictures are probably coming up, and I want to do a couple of different things for Mother's Day. So keep watching, keep telling your friends, and keep letting me know what you like and what you don't like, how you would do something a little bit differently. I love your comments. I get a lot of inspiration from the things that you have to say. Until I'm back next time, happy scrapping.